Alright, we're here. Just letting you know there is a convenience liquor store across the street. The street tends to be a little busier. And here's the house. There we go. So this is a flipper. They bought it in December 2024, and they've been doing it as quick as possible to get it back on market. So you can see they did put a new roof, but honestly everything else they did as quickly and cheaply as possible. For example, they painted the fence. They don't even bother to put a drop cloth. Instead of using screws, they just put a bunch of staples in to hold it up. I'm telling you this just to give you an idea of how much they did not pay attention to the details. Here's just random screws in here. The first screw didn't work, so they put 3 screws in there. The garage is not a garage. They converted that into an extremely tiny bedroom. So I don't think that's permitted. We got to check the records, but we'll check on that. All right, coming on in. So they did not redo any of the concrete here. The paint job, you could see they did not do any good prep work. It's already chipping, a lot of water damage evidence because it has bad drainage. All of this is from water damage. Okay, come inside, new door, okay, new flooring. Now there are levels to flooring. This could be 99 cents a square foot compared to $5 a square foot. The 99-cent stuff is gonna fade and scratch up real quick. I'm willing to bet, since they're trying to make money, just like every other flipper, they did not use the high-end flooring. So they did do the recessed lighting. You do got, here, I'm gonna pan out so you can see a little better. There you go. So it looks nice at first glance. It's just all the details are messed up. There's your view of your front yard. So this is what used to be the garage. This is extremely small. So from here to that wall is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 feet. I mean, that's incredibly small. All right. Here's the second bedroom. Also, there seems to be a lean on this property. A lean as in the floor is actually slanted, as in the foundation settled a little bit. And I mean, it happens, but it hasn't been addressed. Here's a window, but they left it broken. They got some sort of paneling on one side, nothing on the other. Okay, coming back in. No, I just caught my foot on a nail that impaled my shoe. Thankfully, I had good shoes on. That was scary. They didn't pay attention to the small things. All right, here's another bedroom. So when they do these flippers, everything looks, nice at first glance. Instead of, nice new tub, but it's cheaper fiberglass tub instead of a cast iron tub. I do see copper plumbing coming out from underneath the sinks. But that could just be what is shown and not actually everything in the house. Here is the kitchen, and that's the dining area in front. There's the gas line. They just painted over it and let it go to heck. So small things like that. Install the windows a little bit. They're in, but there could be some molding in here, so don't have this big trough. You go here. You can see that they just did a poor patch job. This is the dryer vent line. They just sort of left it open and beat up. This door is original and doesn't really fit. You can see anyways, okay. So then the step is non-existent, really. This needs to be addressed. And so then you come to the backyard that is basically exposed. All your neighbors are exposed. You can see into everyone's backyard. Got the basketball hoop here. So they installed a new cover for a water heater, because you got to have these covers when they're outside. but they did not install a new water heater. The water heater is 20 years old. Usually they have a life expectancy or a warranty of 6 years, but you know, lasts 6 to 10 years. So that's very, very old and needs replacement. This structure is 100% illegal. There is no way that this thing is legal. This is particle board on the side. This is going to fall apart in rain. This is in no way meant for outdoor use. You could see that they just cleaned it up as best as possible. There was a tree that had started growing through the foundation that they poured. And this is a death trap back here, to be honest with you. This is no good. This all should be torn out. Here's the neighbor's backyard. You can see down here more just all the bad drainage, all the damage, and they just slapped paint over the top, and they didn't even do a good enough job to make it last a month. So this is all needs to be readdressed. Here's the windows they did. They did about the crappiest patch job you could do. I mean, it's already got all the cracks in it. It's, you know, the window will be fine, but it's just ugly and done quickly. No rain gutters. I'm willing to bet that they did not do a great job installing that roof. Sometimes you gotta take out the plywood underneath, oftentimes, and there's a good chance they just got the cheapest possible, and that's what it is. So there's my tour. I would love to be excited for you guys. I would love to make money, but I can't in good conscience say, yeah, go ahead, buy this house. So, all right, well, there's the tour. I'll send it to you on WhatsApp. You guys have a good one.